Good afternoon. Another message for people that are stuck in the 4D. And this is a tricky one. If you have seen my last video, I didn't think I uploaded the last video onto TikTok right now. But anyway, the 4D, fourth dimension, is all about transcending mind stuff. So thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So you've kind of mastered the physical realm. Bad or challenging situations don't really happen to you anymore. That means you have transcended 3D things and the importance to that. Now you move into 4D, which is still believing in your thoughts and emotions and feelings. Still believing they have weight over your life and they are real. First of all, the way you truly transcend those in all at once is knowing that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And everything is literally orchestrated and chosen. So there's no coincidence, there's no accidents. Everything is chosen. And you are divinely guided every single moment. So there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your life. There's nothing wrong with your circumstances, even though it may seem like that because your thoughts, feelings, and emotions say they do. But to be honest, you're still breathing, you're still alive, and you're still infinite. So who cares what happens, you know? So when you go into the mind stuff, so especially in close relationships, you have psychology, and this is a big trap, and this is a whole industry. Psychology makes you identify with labels. Labels destroy everything that's alive and sacred. Listen to that again. Labels destroy everything that's alive and sacred. Labels make things appear solid and dead. Non-fluid, just dead. So a challenge appears that our language, which only contains of vowels and weird noises like ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, sh, p, p, sh, they can never describe real things. It's too limited. Language is pure limitation. And it's the pretty words, the complication that the mind sticks to because it will keep you dormant and stuck in labels and in identifications. So just imagine a world where you cannot speak a language, you cannot talk. How do you communicate with your surroundings, with a loved one? You communicate through energy. If you are high sensitive, you can feel energy from each other. Right? So you can feel what the other is feeling. You can even catch their thoughts telepathically. They're both your thoughts. You're tapping from the same cloud of thoughts, which are words also. But the main thing, if you couldn't even think words, you couldn't even speak words, what would there be left? Just energy. And everything will suddenly become very simple. Someone feels in distress, which means there's a contraction of energy. And you feel that from a person. So what do? You put your hand on their shoulder or give them a hug. It's that simple. There's no projecting. There's no blaming. There's no one calling each other, you are a narcissist. You are using me. You are manipulative. You are this. It doesn't matter. What matters is the energy behind everything, because we get stuck in the mind loops and you can never get out of it. That's why so many arguments happen. You cannot get out of that. There's just a being with emotions. And I often tell myself, shut up, shut up. Everything is okay. Shut up. Be quiet. Be still. And sometimes you can be firm with yourself because the ego goes on tantrums. Shut up. This person is not a problem. This circumstance is not a problem. It's all you. And I get to choose my state right now. I choose to be happy right now. I choose to give myself validation and love right now. And I choose to not use those labels. They keep you stuck in loops. Oh, I escaped the narcissist. Me. No, you just felt certain emotions, and the other person also felt certain emotions. That doesn't make one of you evil. They're just mirror reflections of consciousness. A person can be harmful, a reflection can be harmful, but then it's up to you to just walk away and trust that you are guided and you can build a new life. It's that simple. But because of all the mind chatter and all the justifications in your head and the ignoring of the underlying energy, that's where complication happens, and that's why people stick around things that are not good for them or that keep affecting their state, because they haven't learned through the process yet to disidentify from their own labels in their own mind. They're still in hypnosis around their own emotions and thoughts, and they think the thoughts are real. It's an illusion. Your thoughts, emotions, you create reality by pure choice and will. So how can you ever be a victim of someone else? Or, how can you have mental issues? Or how can you have OCD, ADHD, ADD, depression? It's all labels for one thing. You're not using your creative energy right. You're not focusing your energy on the things that matter. And ADHD is just a lack of focus. You don't have to label yourself. You don't have to, and OCD is just a compulsion, an addiction to thoughts. Again, identification and scared and worry of things going wrong. Nothing is going wrong. Everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. And I got you. You have a higher self there. Everyone has a higher self. So a source. I don't like saying higher self because it's all self. But for some it's easier to understand. Your higher self got you. I got you. Higher self, I got you. Or if you want to call it God, source got you. I got you. Don't worry. Whatever happens, I got you. It's just an emotion, it will pass. Just a feeling. Trauma is simply a pattern of emotion and thoughts that's recurring in your life throughout situations that trigger you. Then a feeling and emotions come up. And it's very, very real. You get stuck in it and you feel like your world is collapsing, right? When you feel the trauma pattern arise. You feel anxiety, you feel like you're going to die. That's what trauma genuinely does. I'm going to be very direct here and say that if you would know that death is an illusion anyway, and if you would know that you are infinite and eternal in your core as a being, in your essence, and if you would know that everything is okay always and everything is a perfect orchestration, you cannot have trauma anymore. You cannot hold on to trauma anymore unless you decide to attach to an identity that keeps the trauma going, that you recreate the trauma in the moment every time. You can simply choose to change your whole paradigm. And it's ridiculously simple. So any trauma. So how you see the world or how you see a certain situation, if you have been through abuse, or let's take that one, abuse. You recreate triggers of that abuse in the moment. You have a trauma pattern, okay? So it's just a recreation in the moment. In the now, this is empowerment, this is true empowerment. In the now, you don't have to, you don't have to go to a therapist. You don't need anyone for this. You can just have you. Just go within, into yourself. There's no other. You just go within, you observe. okay, I reacted emotionally in that moment because of XYZ. And you see, okay, what am I fearing right now? It's always about fear. You fear something. You fear loss of some sort. You fear annihilation. You fear death in the end. The way to diffuse any trauma is then quite simple. You just change your frame of reality, your paradigm. Because as a creator, if you have a paradigm shift in your perception of reality, what happens? You create a new reality, a new perception, and the things that you feared won't touch you anymore. You aren't a match anymore vibrationally to the things that happened in the past because you have transcended it. It's the law of resonance here. So to get out of a trauma, you first see the pattern. Oh, okay, I have a fear here. You observe the fear, and then you allow yourself to feel the fear, and it's not too much. I know it seems like it's too much. You just breathe through it. You can do it. As a child, you may have thought it was too much to handle, but you are a very powerful being, and you can handle any emotion that comes your way. Any emotion. So you breathe through it. That's what you do with an emotion. And then once you've calmed down a bit, and you let the thoughts always go wild, always go racing. Once you calm down a bit and you've observed everything, also your body, how your body feels, your thoughts, how the emotion constrictions in your body feel. Once you've done that, you insert a new paradigm. Oh wait, I'm an infinite being. What am I worried about? Oh wait, death is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Oh wait, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. I don't need anything or anyone because I am my own source. What was I worried about? And anything that happens is meant to happen. All right, and everything is perfectly orchestrated. And I just need to trust and have faith in that truth because it's the truth. I'm powerful. I'm a creator. All right. Don't worry then. Everything is okay. Everything is perfect. More than okay. Everything is perfect. And everything will get better and better and better. It can go only go up from here. Because evolution in consciousness always gets deeper, infinitely. Infinitely, you feel more peaceful, more love, more abundance. It just goes up and up and up. And no matter what the 3D says or what your mind says, that's what's going to happen. Because that's what you take with you. Your consciousness, your frequency. That's what it's all about here. A mind game. Or rather, a frequency game. Many religions condemn sexual energy. They think it's a bad thing to talk about. It's dirty and it's evil. All that mind control crap. They say that because they believe they are their body. And they believe your body can get tainted because of the misuse of energy. But energy is eternal. And it's always there. And you cannot touch it. You're untouchable. And every moment you are like a clean slate. So anything you do, literally in the now moment, you can transcend all of it. And it doesn't really matter. And then you can just correct your perception a bit. You say, oh, wait, that thing that I was taught to fear is actually very sacred. And now I only create sacredness in that area of my life. You can do that with anything. With that, with businesses, with money, with the system, anything. Everything is sacred. From now on, I see sacredness in every little thing because everything is self and everything is consciousness. All is self. It's very simple. If you are stuck in a certain level of consciousness, which I call the 4th level, you are stuck in psychology and mind, and you think there's a whole healing process. Nah. No, now. You're perfect now. That's a trap. Now, it's only now. And you are free now. You are freedom. You are love. And you are everything now. So, you have to claim it though. Claim it in the now. And then you are it. We don't have time for mind games anymore. Come on. Let's build the new world together. Okay? Much love.